Hello, I'm Jody Wolf. You're watching Expoz on May 18, 2017 at 1:38 a.m. And topic is What's Under the Ice, Part 3. And again, I'm going to leave the word guardian in there. But right now, I want to move to this is the best one to go to. It's the Reluctant Messenger, the Book of Enoch, chapters 1 through 60. That's the best one to go to because they're lined up for you and well, very easy to read, very easy to understand. And you can go back and start. I mean, the whole thing is a great read. It won't take you long if you start in chapter 1 to get to where we're talking about the angels being placed here. And this is under the ice. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to hit and miss some high places so that you can understand. I can go back to 1, but I want to go to say, well, let's say chapter 14. There's not a commentary about the chapter, so I'm gonna look at it and I'm gonna just tell you, things that you'll see in that chapter. But what you see here is a place that's being described by Enoch that Uriel, the angel, showed him, and he wasn't the only angel. Gabriel and other angels showed Enoch or told him certain things, but at one point, he was taken there, okay? And he talks about that vision, the clouds and the mist invited me, the agitated stars and the flashes of lightning impelled and pressed me forward, while winds in the vision assisted my flight, accelerating my progress. He's going there, okay? He's going to see what God is showing him. And when he gets there, he sees walls built with stone and crystal with a vibrating flame surrounding it. Now, that's in chapter 14. Now, you get to 15, then there's a better description of what he's talking about, the flames. And when you read this, you will see that these spirits, or the giants, shall be like clouds, which shall be oppressed, corrupt, fall, content, bruised upon the earth. They're in this place. They shall cause lamentation. No food they shall eat, and they shall be thirsty. And look, this is the Antarctica, and they shall be thirsty. That's why I said it's the driest place on earth. And they shall be concealed, and shall not rise up against the Son of Man and against woman, for they come forth during the days of slaughter and destruction. But let me describe a little bit again about what he's talking about, what it looks like in this place. And so he's going along and trying to describe it. And as I said a while ago, there's a pillar of fire, but yet it's pouring into the sea, and the sea boils around it. Well, he's talking about it has to be a volcano under the ice that is continually blowing. In other words, it's continually building, but yet it's diving under the ice. And those that Anyway, let me move on. I can get really deep into here. In chapter 16, and as to the death of these giants, or the giants, whosoever their spirits departed from the bodies left their flesh, that which is perishable be without judgment. They shall perish until the day of the great consummation of the great world. A destruction shall take place of the watchers in peace. There's a small reading here. I'm sorry. I'm trying to read that. I need to skip over it. But And now to the watchers who have sent you to pray for them. They asked Enoch to please send a messenger to God and pray for them, and ask God if he would forgive them and not put them in this place. But you know that didn't happen. God, off with you. Take them away. So they raised him up in a certain place, and there was appearance of burning fire. And when they pleased, they assumed the likeness of men. Okay, they're in this place, under the ice. You got the walls of glass, remember that. And you have this place where they're thirsting, but yet it's in the furthermost southern part of this earth. All places going south leads to one place. That's the Antarctica. Now, again, they can assume the likeness of men while they're in the appearance of this burning fire. They carried me to a lofty place, to a mountain, the top of which reached to heaven. This has to be a portal. And I beheld the receptacles of light and the thunder and the extremities of this place where it was deepest. They're under the ice. There was a bow of fire and arrows in their quiver, a sword of fire, that is a volcano, and every species of lightning. And they elevated me to a babbling stream, into a fire in the west, which received all of the settings of the sun. I came to a river of fire which flowed like water and emptied into the great sea westward. This is the west part of the Antarctic. And there is a volcano there that's pouring into the ocean or to the sea. And I saw a large river until I arrived at the great darkness. I went to where all of flesh migrated. And I beheld the mountains of gloom, which constitutes winter, and the place from which issues the water in ever abyss. And I saw the mouths of all the rivers in the world and the mouths of the deep. And then you go into chapter 18. This is the one that you have to read, guys. You really need to read chapter 18. It describes in detail what it is under the ice and what it is about the ice and what it is, the reasons why they're there. And then when you get to chapter 19, then Uriel said, "Here are the angels who cohabitated with women, appointed their leaders," and he talks about them. And then when you get to chapter 20, you read verse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 are 7 angels. Uriel, Raphael, Raguel, Michael, Sachiel, Gabriel. These are the holy angels that made sure that these things stay where they are, because they preside over paradise, over the cherubim, and over this bad place. And they call it Isket. I'm sorry. Well, that's the best I can pronounce it, but you can see it. It's called the serpents. And anyway, I've gone too far, I know. But again, started about chapter 14, and when you get to 18, your mouth will drop, and you'll see exactly where it's described what Enoch saw, where the angels were placed. And when you get there, then you're going to draw a whole picture is going to kind of come into focus. But then don't stop there. It just gets more interesting, really more interesting. Jody with Expoz.